This is Ginny Brant with Unleash Your God-Given Healing with Lifestyle Changes. Today, we're going to look at 10 ways to stay healthy when traveling. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't keep your healthy lifestyle when you travel. While it may be easier to stick to healthy habits at home, you can have a healthy routine even when you are on the road with many more temptations. So here are 10 ways we stay healthy when we travel. Number 1, make wise food choices. When at home, we usually eat 2 meals a day, 3 days a week. One of those meals can be a nutrient-dense smoothie. We try to follow this same plan when traveling unless we are on a cruise ship where 3 meals a day are provided. Usually, our hotels that we stay at provide a free breakfast, so we eat heartily at this meal if it's only 2 meals a day. Fresh fruit, fresh juices, good fiber, yogurt, green smoothies, and eggs or omelets. We also grab fresh fruit and nuts for snacks later on. I want you to look at this spread that we had at our Marriott Hotel in Cusco, Peru, called Palacio del Inca. We drank fresh beetroot juice every morning. I also grabbed a green smoothie when available and fresh papaya, orange, or watermelon juice. They actually offered 4 fresh juices a day. And also look at this honey, fresh from the honeycomb. I have never seen this before until this trip. I was also amazed at the chia seeds, nuts, and greens, and a variety of fruits offered at this breakfast buffet. Of course, we could order any omelet or egg that we wanted, but it's all about making wise choices. When on a cruise, we eat a little less at breakfast to make room for the 3 meals a day. There are plenty of fresh soups, lean proteins, and salads to choose from at lunch. Stay away from the heavy carbs and drink water to save calories. For dinner, we choose a grass-fed steak like filet mignon and chicken, wild-caught salmon, shrimp, crab, and fish, and scallops when provided. Avoid eating bread at every meal. When I know the bread is made from whole grains, I limit myself to eating at 1 meal. Number 2, limit buffets to 1 medium-sized plate. I honestly don't like buffets because it tempts you to eat more than you should. We eat on a salad plate for dinner and the same thing when we eat at a buffet. And we do it at home as well. Even though our cruises are all-inclusive, my husband and I will do things like split a dessert, split an appetizer, or even sometimes split an entree. Eat for good health, not to get your money's worth. Number 3, keep moving. We exercise daily at home, but we also usually exercise even more when traveling, especially when we're eating 3 meals a day. If we don't, we might roll home. Your body needs movement every day, and don't forget it. We generally clock 5 to 7 miles when sightseeing or in a cruise port. This is what keeps our lymphatic system pumping and our circulation going strong. This exercise is good for every system in your body, and it also helps you to burn those extra calories that we tend to eat while on vacation. On our last trip to South America, we did 3 bike trips of about 15 miles for each. Bike trips on level ground are great ways to exercise and see an area, even if you have issues with your knees usually. Many cities have dedicated bike paths that are perfectly safe. We rode down the main street in old Santiago, Chile, on a bike path in the middle of the street with protective barriers. It was exhilarating. Number 4, make sleep a priority. This is one mistake most people make when traveling. I know, I've done it, and I've paid a price. Years ago, we'd go on mission trips where we'd neglect our sleep. We'd fly in overnight on an airplane, miss the whole night's sleep, and start right as soon as we got off the plane. And about the 5th day, everyone on the trip was getting sick. When you fly overseas or long distances and you miss that sleep, you need to allow time to recover. We set aside time to make up for the missed sleep, and when traveling, we tend to be in bed by 9 or 10 o'clock at night rather than 10 to 11. When you miss a night's sleep or just get a few hours of sleep, your natural killer cells go down by 70%. If you continue to burn the candle at both ends, your immune system will continue to struggle. I challenged our youth minister to make sleep a priority the next time he took our youth on a mission trip. This is when my 3 boys were in the youth department. I noticed that when they came back after 10 days, almost everyone was sick, including my boys. So I gave him some research on sleep, and he made some changes. When my sons got back, they all noticed the changes and how much better everyone did. Not as many of the youth got sick. My boys did not get sick. Then one of my sons said to me, "Mom, if I didn't know better, I think you had a talk with him." But I kept mum. Number 5, stay properly hydrated. Mission work and traveling is so exciting, you forget to hydrate. It's amazing how many people get kidney stones, constipation, and other issues while traveling that are directly related to hydration. You can even pass out. While vacationing, your body still needs proper hydration, and don't forget it. And you need to increase hydration when flying, higher altitude, and when warmer temperatures. So get up every morning and start your day with 1 to 2 glasses of water. Make sure that your total intake for the day is at least half your body weight in fluid ounces. If you weigh 150 pounds, that means you'll need 75 ounces at least of hydrating fluids each day. Now, caffeinated drinks and alcohol do not count towards this goal, as they are both dehydrating. Number 6, limit or refrain from alcohol. And speaking of the importance of hydration, alcohol is not your friend here. Too much alcohol can ruin an otherwise good vacation. The recommendation of a limit of 1 drink for women and 2 drinks for men, and absolutely no drinks for some, still stands even when on vacation. It never ceases to amaze me how people can start drinking in the morning with a mimosa for breakfast, a beer or 2 for lunch, cocktails in the afternoon, a few glasses of wine at dinner, and drinks when dancing after dinner. Never forget that alcohol is a risk factor for cancer and many other diseases. It is a neurotoxin to the brain. It overtaxes the liver and adds calories to your day and can raise your blood sugar and also lower it. This is all in addition to the dangers caused by your behavior. This is what happens to many people on cruises and all-inclusive vacations. Don't try to get your money's worth, because it will cost you in health cost either immediately or down the road, or both. Number 7, eat with your blood sugar in mind. Start your day with protein, fiber, healthy fats, and low carbs. Protein and fats help to balance blood sugar and keep it stable. Fiber slows down the absorption of glucose in the blood. Of course, we know that all of us will cheat more on vacation than we do at home. But we must have limits and not go hog wild, especially when it comes to desserts and high carbs. A dessert must be eaten with a balanced meal and not by itself to avoid blood sugar spikes. Don't forget that your immune system is suppressed when your blood sugar is either too high or too low constantly and not within proper ranges. Our cruise line Viking makes fresh sorbet and gelato each day. That was our dessert of choice. And they even had 1 to 2 flavors each day that were sugar-free. And I appreciated that. Number 8, make smoothies on the road. Although this can be done on an all-inclusive cruise or vacation by using their ingredients, we usually forego the daily smoothie we make when on a cruise ship or all-inclusive resort. Because we get so many nutrients in that smoothie, we simply ask the cruise ship to make us one with specified ingredients, or we look for the same ingredients such as yogurt, fiber, fruit, protein, and greens to eat in other ways. However, when not on an all-inclusive vacation, we make a smoothie on the road with this stir stick. It's by Cuisinart, and other people make it as well. We did this in Aruba by bringing smoothie packets of protein powder, fiber, and cacao. Then we buy milk, coconut milk, or almond milk, and fresh organic greens, and we get a banana and blueberries from our breakfast buffet. And all we have to do, because it's battery operated, is push the button and mix it. I've even used one of those ice buckets to mix my smoothie in. Now, when we are traveling by car, we simply bring our Vitamix with us and make our healthy daily smoothie from ingredients that we buy when we get to our vacation destination. Number 9, wash hands constantly. The CDC is absolutely right about this. We touch germs with our hands and then touch our face and mouth, and shazam, we get sick. The more we wash our hands, the better. When walking around a cruise ship and an airport, at times we have to hold on to the handrails. Think about how many people have touched those handrails. So when we get to the dining room, we wash our hands again before we eat, even if we've just washed them in our room before we walked up to the dining hall. Number 10, manage your stress. But there's no stress on vacation, right? Think again. Traveling these days can bring its own stress, especially when you're flying overseas and into different countries with different rules and different requirements. I've done an entire video on this that you'll want to watch, and it will be located in the show notes below. Sometimes we drive harder on sightseeing vacations than we do at home. A sea day never looked so good. It's great to have an occasional day where you have minimal plans and can kick back and rest. If you've ever come home from a vacation exhausted, you know what I'm talking about. You actually need a vacation to recuperate from your vacation. I hear you. Been there and done that. Pace yourself and implement these 10 tips or ways, and I promise you will do better. I hope this has been helpful information for you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share it, refer back to it before you travel, and click the notification bell so you will know when I make new videos. Until next time, here's to staying healthy, even when you travel. And may God bless.